Picture this. Sheryl Swoopes is on TV saying the Indiana Fever are falling apart. She claims no one wants to play with Caitlin Clark, the veterans are upset, and Kelsey Mitchell needs to run for the hills.
And they've just all been wrong. Every one of them has been wrong.
The basketball world is buzzing, convinced the Fever are done for. But then something wild happens. One by one, star players start signing with Indiana. Natasha Howard announces she's joining, followed by Duana Bonner. Then Sydney Coulson jumps on board. And Kelsey Mitchell, she's staying, welcomed like a hero by her team. It's like a movie where the underdog suddenly transforms into a powerhouse.
If you are a middle-aged or a veteran player and you have your last opportunity to get around somebody like that is bringing all of the wanted attention to your league, why wouldn't you want to be around that? Why wouldn't that be an attraction to you?
Want to know how this plot twist happened? You know those moments when someone says something so off base, you can't help but cringe? Well, Sheryl Swoopes just gave us a masterclass in foot-in-mouth syndrome. Let's rewind a bit and break down the claims she made about Indiana.
Sheryl Swoopes literally made up that there was locker room drama in the Indiana Fever, and all they're talking about is the vets have said to Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox, don't protect the locker room, make sure everyone is good locker room.
Swoopes went on TV talking about the Fever, but they were a sinking ship. Can you believe it? She actually said no one wants to play with Caitlin Clark, the same Caitlin Clark who's breaking records left and right and has the entire basketball world buzzing. But wait, it gets even crazier. Last season in the WNBA, everybody noticed that, for whatever reason, Sheryl Swoopes seemed to have it out for Caitlin Clark. Even when she gave a compliment, it always came with a begrudging little jab at the end. And this time, she didn't hold back. Swoopes started spinning this whole narrative about drama in the Feather locker room. According to her, the veterans were upset, the rookies were causing trouble, and the whole team was a mess. Then she dropped the bombshell. Kelsey Mitchell needed to get out of Indiana ASAP. Not just a casual suggestion, either. She made it sound like Kelsey had to run for her life asterisk. At that point, you might have thought, wow, the Fever must really be in trouble asterisk. But here's where it gets interesting. Swoopes kept painting Indiana like it was some kind of basketball wasteland. Sheryl Swoopes went on TV saying free agents wouldn't touch the Fever with a 10-foot pole. Too much drama, too many problems. It was like she was describing the plot of a bad sports movie, not a real WNBA team. She kept insisting there were locker room issues and basically asked, asterisk, why would anyone want to play in Indiana asterisk? And when people pushed back, she doubled down. Instead of saying asterisk, she asterisk wouldn't want to play there, which, fine, personal preference, she kept going, oh no, why would asterisk any asterisk free agent want to play there? She even questioned why Kelsey Mitchell would want to stay. But Swoopes wasn't done yet. She'd hinted at some mysterious, behind-the-scenes drama in Indiana. Ooh, spooky. Suggesting there were things going on that would make players hesitate to sign with the Fever. She wasn't just speculating. She was outright implying that Indiana had some deep-rooted issues, making it an undesirable destination. And here's where things got wild. Swoopes wasn't just talking about this year's free agents. She claimed that next year's free agents were already looking at Indiana and saying, nah, that ain't it. Asterisk. She was basically trying to convince everyone that the Fever were radioactive, but no self-respecting player would willingly go there. But here's the twist. Actual players on the Fever weren't having any of it. As soon as Swoopes started running her mouth, Erica Wheeler and Nalisa Smith stepped up to defend their team and Caitlin Clark. They made it clear. There's no locker room drama. The team is united and Swoopes was just blowing smoke. And honestly, it was weird to hear all this in the first place. Caitlin Clark's profile is sky high. She's the asterisk cash cow, the golden goose, the golden egg asterisk, whatever you want to call it. After everything the WNBA has worked toward for years, they finally have a player who broke through, crossed boundaries, and pulled in massive attention. So why wouldn't players want to join her? Then, people started putting the pieces together and realized Swoopes might have just made all of this up. One commentator even straight up said Cheryl Swoopes literally made up that there was locker room drama in Indiana. Can you imagine? A WNBA legend fabricating stories about a team on national TV. It's wild, right? Sheryl Swoopes has already built a reputation as not exactly a friend of the league, always hyper-focused on Caitlin Clark and other players in a way that just doesn't make sense. And honestly, why? Why does it even matter? The WNBA is finally seeing real money and attention. Who cares where it's coming from? But here's the kicker, the part that'll make you shake your head and laugh. Swoopes couldn't have been more wrong if she tried. The Fever were about to prove her so wrong, it's almost comical. All those claims about free agents avoiding Indiana like the plague. Yeah, about that. The Fever had some surprises up their sleeve. And not just any surprises, game-changing ones. Sure, signing these players is a huge deal for Indiana, but an even bigger deal. Proving Swoopes dead wrong because let's be real, she wasn't just criticizing the team, she was actively trying to sabotage their reputation. Remember when she said no one wanted to play in Indiana? Get ready for a plot twist that'll make your head spin. The Fever just pulled off a free agent frenzy that has everyone talking. Let's start with Natasha Howard. And this isn't just any player. She's a three-time WNBA champion, and guess where she chose to sign? That's right, Indiana. But here's the best part. Howard isn't just signing, she's hyped about it. Like really hyped. Can you imagine the damage she's going to do with Clark feeding her the ball? We're talking 16 to 18 points per game, easy. That's not just good, that's game-changing. Howard thrives off the ball, and now she's looking at Indiana's missed layups like, oh yeah, I'm about to feast. Duana Bonner. Another star decides Indiana is the place to be. She could have gone anywhere, but she chose the Fever. And why? Because she sees something special brewing in Indiana. She's not just coming to play, she's coming to win a title . Oh, and about Howard again. People keep talking about her defensive rebounding, but here's the real game breaker. If she can outrun her matchup, it forces teams to stop crashing the offensive glass and start worrying about getting back on defense. That's a huge shift in momentum.